you need AA fellowships. You need to periodically go to counselor and talk to them, and feel free to live one day at a time sober. That is the gift of life.
The gift and their life skills. What I've learned from you and those centers, I've learned life skills not only for addiction purposes, even like how I apply myself, how I
Mm,
all that. These are life skills. That thing of addict, people hate that label,
mm,
but you can change it to
mm.
something else,
Yeah.
what suits you. Then there's also this other
Yes.
point.
Mm,
Uh,
yes.
there's emotional care and financial. Emotional support and financial support. Like parents can take
Yes.
their kids or whatever to rehab, and they feel like it's like going to
Mm,
school, pay for
mm,
school, school fees.
mm,
Then maybe the student, your kid doesn't pass, and the parents like, I did my part.
mm,
School fees, how come I'm not seeing the result?
mm,
It's the same with addiction.
mm,
Pay for your rehab, they'll pay for counseling, and when
mm,
things don't go well, they still blame you. Did this, I did that. Money has been spent, no change.
mm,
What would you say about that?
mm. In as far as I really understand and appreciate that, when you have paid money for treatment, there's that fatigue that comes with imagining that you have really done so much, you put in too much work. Money is money, it is hard to get. But my encouragement to the family members is for not giving up. For treatment, if it was another disease, like I said, you would continue. When you say you put in money and the person has relapsed again, therefore your money got wasted, I want to assure you money wasn't wasted, because the time the person was okay, it gave them another chance to live longer. Because it is normally a difference between life and death. You bring to rehab somebody who is a near death experience, the rehab treats them. Even if they get out after 5 months, they relapse again, they would have been given a chance to improve their quality of life and maybe learn something or two, some life skills, and you become comfortable as they become comfortable. So the emotional and economical support that is needed, it shouldn't be conditional. You continue supporting these people for as long as you are with them. I know you will say we are being taken for granted. Why should they not appreciate that we have actually struggled? I want to assure you they also struggle more, because this is a person who is suffering from what they love most. It is not something they don't love. So they are supposed to support you emotionally by they can only do it by first understanding what the disease is all about. When they understand what the disease is all about, to help you is effortless. But when someone does not understand it, understand the dynamics of the disease, they will not appreciate when you fail again. So economically, supporting you to do something, to be supported so that you do not become idle, so that you can get your money. I wouldn't expect them to be supporting you by dishing out money, which has no accountability, because it is also a trigger for your relapse, but also to help you get into activities that are productive, so that you can get the money. However, I wouldn't encourage someone to be given money immediately, because it is a trigger, like I said. And when someone has got into the habit of making their own money, eventually, as they are in treatment, in recovery, they appreciate the money, and maybe it becomes another routine of working instead of, because normally many people struggling with addiction have a routine of looking for money to drink or smoke or use. So this time, when they get into the routine of working and making money that is making them look productive and feel productive, it is also another thing that can help them stay sober, because they have become useful, they are being appreciated, and someone is telling them so. So economic and emotional support is very important, but it can only be done and when people understand and appreciate how important and useful it is in the lives of the people they love and care for.
Very true. There's this saying you used to tell me, you even told my mom, how much is your
Yes.
child's life worth? Priceless. So people should feel like that.
Yeah.
It will always be made, but life,
Yeah.
there's there are some clients who,
Mm,
yeah, intentionally, like they mess up. Yeah, I feel like maybe their body is
mm,
it's about to shut down. Then they check themselves in. Those, they get back energy and go back, which is bad. Miss. Okay, just for purposes of time, let's talk about the youth now. There's so much anxiety,
Yes.
pressure, but using drugs to cope with that is not the best solution. Just to add more insight to that.
Yeah. Yes, the pressure will not go anywhere. We are in a changing world and we are moving faster with technology and with the demands that life brings on us. So for coping with life at its terms, to anyone who is trying to cope using drugs is going to live less, because drugs will reduce your lifespan whether you like it or not. Whichever drugs you're using, we start from alcohol to anything, whether it is alcohol, tobacco kills almost every two people who use it, they will die. So the best way is to let the youth know the facts. The biggest challenge I find among youth as I work with them, especially in secondary schools, is they have no knowledge. The ignorance, the knowledge they have is upside down. They have knowledge, they have the information which is one-sided, and actually it seems like the people who are selling the drugs are the ones giving this information which they must get. They give them the benefits without giving them the consequences. And the consequences given is like you fit in, you feel high, you feel good, you feel mature. So to cope using substances is a death trap. I will confidently say that. But now, who is giving our children the right information? For me, what I really advocate for and I live for is to give the correct information to the age, for age appropriateness, for the ones in primary, for the ones in secondary, because it is only at university level that people become addicted. When people are, there's still strictness. Some schools are strict. People are still young. They are under the parents' care. They bit of use slowly, but when they get to university, then addiction is fully blown. So my encouragement, or maybe my message, is the youth need to be told that this is not good at all. And if this is not good, what else can they do to cope with the anxiety that comes with growing up? Maybe to join a sports club, do mind games, do things that really make your body, nourish your body better, and you wake up when you have energy. But mostly, let the youth be given the right information about the dangers in front of them, and let them be encouraged that they have the power. It is in their hands. Why do I say this one? When you do not buy the drugs and you do not take them, they can never enter your body. So when youth are told that the power to live and be a happy person is in your hands, and to tell them that they need to seek for the right knowledge from the right people who love them, not the ones who hate them. Maybe that is what I can say. If you are to live life, you can live without drugs and you live a very good quality of life. So many are being confused because they lack the information. Thank you.
That's wonderful. So just to close this, because I don't want to take much of your time,
yes.
Any remarks on how people can find you, all that?
Thank you so much for this. It is something that I would be willing to say more and more. Maybe more questions we could be look for me. What do I request you to do? For all those who would like us to have the conversation, it can be face to face, it can be online, as long as they are really, really interested. I'm interested and I'm willing to give the information. The final remarks is that let each one of us be out there seeking for the right information, because the people who want to kill you will never give you the right information. They will give you what you want to hear. So let's understand the message behind the message. The drug dealer is making business. And when they make business, they make the money and you lose your life. Remember, when you die, you're just a statistic. Life continues. Someone else is born. You are always replaced. That is what I can say. And those who want to find, I am a counseling psychologist, I said. Those who want to find me, would you like me to give my number, or what do you like me to say?
All the information needed.
All the information needed, my email address, my telephone number, my Twitter handle, because it is as Confi something. I'm going to send you so that maybe you can send to them. But the telephone number is 0755 92 38 44.
Yes.
Yeah, and the email is the one I sent you, asiimweko@gmail.com.
All right. Thank you. Thank you for
All right.
everything you've done
Thank
for
you
me
too.
personally, and what you're going to do for the rest of the people and are doing,
All right.
let's try and help each other and
All
try
right.
and bridge that gap between youth and your age class. Because we
Yes.
assume we have the wrong information. We
All
assume
right.
we know, but we know a lot of rubbish. That's not going to help us be better
Yeah.
human.
It's not going to help.
And
all right.
till next time, there will be more parts.
All right. We shall get them.
Okay.
We shall do them. Thank you so much.
Welcome.
All right.
Good night.
All right. Good night.